grateful for the community that we have and for all the input so many people have given to this, and look forward to a robust residential ID municipal program, which I think is going to be very successful for the residents of Morrristown.
Would this help someone if they're confronted by, say, ICE or so-called immigration raid? If they produce this, will it help?
I think I can't tell you what ICE would do, or this is not. Let me be clear. Having a municipal ID does not give you the opportunity to go get a driver's license. What it does is gives you the opportunity, along with another piece of identification, to open up a bank account. So you don't have to walk around with a passport and a pocket full of money, and put yourself out there. It's a way for them, for people, not them, but for anybody, to put money in a bank instead of walking around carrying it in their pocket. And so it's a crime issue. So there's lots of reasons for it. That's just one. Two is the sense of everywhere you go, you get asked for an ID, picture ID. I don't care where you go, whether it's to cash a check, whether it's to sometimes purchase something, whether you're going into a place that says you have to have a picture ID. I don't want to go for a cocktail. I don't get ID'd anymore, but my wife does. So if you're going to have it asked if you want to go to a place and have a drink, it's very simple for a 21-year-old who doesn't drive, but now has a residential municipal ID to go to one of our establishments and have a beer if they want. What's wrong with that? Nothing wrong with that. And as far as Trenton, Washington, Trenton's going to change. Trenton's already changing. You know, the leadership of Trenton is going to change in a few months. I believe the leadership is going to be Phil Murphy. That's who I believe is going to be the next leader of the state of New Jersey. That's who I'm supporting, and that's who I believe is going to be the next governor. As far as DC, well, they did fire the new guy, the director. He lasted a week. I think you'll see some more discipline in the new White House chief of staff. But come on, every day, every hour, it's a different story. Just check into your news feed. Every couple hours, it's a different story coming out of DC. I want to applaud the three Republicans who voted no on that skinny repeal, and I want to applaud Senator McCain and pray for him for the hard-fought battle he's going to have to face now with his brain cancer. But you know what? I think you're going to see. I hope you see more of that. I hope the senators and congressmen that get elected in this country start doing their job, and it starts with our own congressmen. That they start doing their job, which is representing people. And that's what they're sent there for. And I hope they start doing their job. At least the three did, and they stopped this. But they're not stopping. Now his latest, I don't want to get on a soapbox about national politics, but now he's talking about not giving the money to the insurance companies and, you know, taking away this, taking away that, so trying to force them to do the vote again. I've never seen anything like it. All the stuff going on in this world, from North Korea to global warming, and don't anybody tell me there's no such thing as global warming. Just take the latest report that came out of Russia with the sinkholes that are going on with their permafrost warming and giant sink. I can go on and on and on and on. Don't get me going, then somebody will say, you're going to do this, run for this, run for that, run for mayor.
One more quick question. You mentioned you'd love to be able to go into a local establishment and have a beer. So there's also an economic driver here. This is going to help businesses in Morrristown. Right?
There's always I don't see any downside to this. I really don't.
So if the feds show up with a subpoena for this information, what will happen?
What information? We don't collect information.
No.
There's no database. No database. And I hope they heard that nice and clear. There's no database for ICE. Can I get a confirmation on that, Business Administrator?
I think we received the
Application, that's it. And my name's on here, so if they want to come to my house, it's right here. Ken Webler shouldn't have said that right there. No, that was a mistake. Please get a look. No, but really, I don't see a downside. Jim?
No, I'm okay.
Nothing? That's it. That's easy. Listen, I think it's a great program. I think the people behind us think it's a great program. I think the majority of residents in Morrristown think it's a great program. And, you know, we're just trying to make life, you know, better for people. And everyone. That's really what it comes down to. Just to make life a little bit easier today than it was yesterday. And hopefully it'll be a little bit better tomorrow. And if they get their act together, like we hope they do, this country is, again, is the greatest country in the world to live in. Let's not kid ourselves. I love this country with its flaws, but we can only make our little place that we call home, Morrristown, the best we can. And when you have support from the local police department, from the council, from the clergy, from the organizations like the Spirit, and other organizations, how can you go wrong? It just doesn't get any better than this. So I thank you all for coming, but I don't think you should leave till we actually do official first municipal ID. Are we ready? So we did fill out the application. My name is on there, all the information. I did bring a utility bill, and I have other identification which I showed. So now what's the next step?
Go to the window and get your report.
I gotta go to the window. This is what it's all about. Oh, look at this. All right, so this is it. Push. This is official first municipal ID in the town of Morristown.